Hello, I'm Cassie Knoll. This week on Suncoast FYI, Florida Wine Fest and Auction, Autodent Solution, Fine Arts Society of Sarasota, and a Jewish film festival is coming to our area. All next on Suncoast FYI. Thanks for joining us today on Suncoast FYI. If you are looking for a way to sip and savor some of the world's best wines, we have a fantastic event coming to the Suncoast. Here to tell us more is Marjorie Floyd. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me about your event. I'll even let you share the name.
Okay, Florida Wine Fest and Auction, Inc. is an organization that's been around for 25 years. This is our 25th year, and we are so excited. The Wine Fest grows and changes as tastes change, but basically we have fun to raise money with food, wine, entertainment. This year it's March 19th to the 22nd, and we'll have all kinds of events, but we raise money to help disadvantaged kids in Sarasota and Manatee counties. And since we started 25 years ago, we've benefited all sorts of organizations.
Wow, and how much have you been able to raise over the last 25 years?
This year, at the end of this festival, if everything goes according to plan, if everybody comes, come, please, we will have raised we will have granted $8 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, that's a lot of money.
And we do it with one paid staff member. Which
is so impressive. It says a lot about your volunteer foundation that you have, the fundamentals of the volunteers helping out so much.
Hundreds of people. Everybody just tries to do their best because it's for the kids. It's for at-risk kids in our community.
So how many charities have you benefited over the years?
It's 84 this year. It'll be up to 84. We're granting to about 25 organizations this year in our 25th year. But everything from tiny little organizations like Feeding Empty Little Tummies to 40 Carrots and Boys and Girls Clubs and organizations that everyone knows.
And they're all not-for-profit organizations?
All not-for-profit.
Like you guys are?
Yes.
Which is just so impressive to me that you're able to do that. It really is.
Thank you.
So what are the events this year? What do we have to look forward to?
Well, we start off with the wine and winemaker dinners. And that's an opportunity to have great food in a neat venue. Some are in restaurants, some are in private homes. There are 5 of those, and there's still some tickets available. FloridaWinefest.org. There's some tickets available for those. On Friday, that would be the 19th, Thursday night, the 19th is the wine and winemaker dinners. And then on Friday, we have a Bayfront showcase lunch. And it is just a smorgasbord of fantastic, delectable delights. It's wine and food from all kinds of different organizations, from chocolate to, tasty, savory bits. And that's on the Van Wezel lawn under a tent. And
that's a great venue for that.
It is. It's beautiful. It helps showcase Sarasota. We have such an extraordinary community, and this time of year doesn't hurt at all.
No, it does not.
So we have people who travel for these events, and it's great. Then that evening, Friday evening, we have the longest table in Sarasota. It's called Banquet on the Block, and it's one long table, about 200 seats, and we have area chefs using locally harvested meat, produce, seafood, and all kinds of wines. And it's a multiple course meal, and you gather. I had so much fun last year, I can't tell you.
So you seem really excited. You're getting me all excited about it. That sounds like such a cool idea.
It's a really cool idea, and it's on Lemon Avenue. It's between First and Main Street. So it runs up towards Whole Foods. It's great.
That is so cool. And then the event continues on with even more festivities after.
Well, on Saturday, we have the Grand Brunch. It's the Grand Brunch tasting and then the auction. So we start out at 11 with the Grand Brunch, and again, it's all sorts of area restaurant and food purveyors, and an opportunity to taste wine at these tables, and the winemakers are there, and wine purveyors are there, and you can sample a little something that you could buy later. And then we open up the auction, and our auctioneer is David Ellswood, and he heads the wine department at Christie's in London.
Oh my goodness.
He's the auctioneer that sold the most expensive bottle of wine in the world.
Wow.
And he volunteers his time, and he's done so for 20 years for the kids here, because he
so
loves
cool.
Wine Fest.
That is cool. Awesome.
Thank you.
It's
because of Sandy Lovner, our executive director, who has volunteered all this time. And she's just an amazing woman. And we have a volunteer board, and as you said, hundreds of volunteers. But everybody comes together for the kids, and David does it too.
So what's new and different about the festival this year?
Well, we have a chance drawing for a Jeep. It's a 2015 Jeep Wrangler Sahara, and it's worth $35,000. So even if you don't need a Jeep, you can pay the taxes and sell the car and still have plenty of cash to play with. Buy more food and wine.
And their chance drawing ticket, obviously that goes to a good cause.
Oh, absolutely.
The money for it. And then you get a Jeep out of it. It's the way to go.
It is.
So now that you've gotten us all excited about this event, where can people go for more information?
Well, FloridaWinefest.org is our website, and they can buy tickets online there. If you don't want to do it online, you can call the office at 952-1109.
All right. Well, definitely make those calls and go online and get those tickets because it sounds like it's going to be a good time.
It's a great weekend of wine and food events.
Well, thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much.
And coming up next on Suncoast FYI, Auto Dent Solutions. We have the details, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. Auto Dent Solutions specializes in providing paintless dent repairs with exceptional and convenient service at an affordable price too, and that's the important part. Taylor Marquette and Eric Briggs are here now to tell us more. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Okay, so I already asked in the commercial break. You guys are the president and the vice president of the company.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you look extremely young. So how old are you?
I'm 21.
I'm 24.
Okay,
So-
and you're making me feel old.
Starting
so-
off early.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you guys started this company yourselves?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
did.
How long have you guys been in business?
We've been in business about 4 years now.
So you started the company when you were
18.
Wow, that's impressive. Well, good for you guys. I'm
Yeah,
glad you're
yeah.
successful. So
Thank
tell
you.
me a little bit, how is a typical dent repaired?
Typically, to gain access to a car, there's different access points, and we'll just find a way behind the metal, and we use tools like these to get behind the metal, and you just work the dent out, push by push.
So patience is the
Yep.
way you really do this a
Patience
lot.
is key,
Definitely
yes.
patience.
All right, so what kind of dents can be repaired?
Typically door dings, shopping carts, minor dents, hail damage. We don't get that much here in Florida,
Thank
but
goodness we don't get that out
but
here.
we have done a few that have happened elsewhere. So other than that, it's usually people in parking lots that pull up, swing their door open. That's the usual.
Yeah,
so.
those minor dents and things that just
Yes.
annoy you when you look at your
Right.
car and you're just like, gosh darn, there's a dent.
Yes.
All right, so where can your customers have their vehicles repaired?
We can repair your dents anywhere. We can go to your house, place of business, or anywhere that you'd like.
So you'll come to us.
Yep.
Yes.
That is fantastic. Do you guys
Convenience
also have
is
a shop
key.
too?
No.
No, okay, so
We
you're
have a mobile office.
a mobile office. That's a great
Yes.
way to put it. That's awesome. All right, so how long is a typical repair and is it permanent?
Yes, typical repair can be done within an hour or so, depending on the job. Sometimes a little more, sometimes even faster, and it is permanent. It's basically we're forming the metal back to its original position. So unless it gets dented again in the same spot, it will stay.
Is the metal like weaker after it's been dented?
It's not weaker. It'll hold itself because we're just working it back to its original position.
Oh, okay. And now you guys do paintless repairs. So if
Yes.
it's
Right.
scratched or something, that's
We can still fix it. You can touch it up afterwards
Yeah.
or take it somewhere to get it painted if you really want to do that. But
Okay.
We can usually always fix the dent.
so. How do you receive payment if you're in a mobile office?
We accept all major credit cards, checks, and of course cash, as always. We have a mobile card reader, so we try to make everything as convenient as possible for the customer.
Square reader.
Yes.
So what is your range that you guys can cover? What parts of the Suncoast do you cover?
We go from Bradenton to Venice usually.
Oh, wow.
We're looking to expand all the way down to Punta Gorda pretty soon, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have another vehicle on the road, and we'll just be running around trying to take care of all of our dealerships, body shops, and customers, and so.
That's cool. How many, do you guys have other employees then, I'm guessing?
No, just us
Just the
for
two of
now.
you? Man, you
Yeah.
guys must be really busy.
Very.
Around
Wearing
here.
a lot of hats, both of us.
I
so.
bet you are.
Yeah.
So I'm being told to ask you, how much does a typical dent repair cost?
We start at about $65 for a regular door ding kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then it goes up. Just we price it when we see it, just depending on how bad the damage is.
Right.
Okay. I bet you guys are going to be very popular around this building when you get up and walking around here. I've had multiple people already tell me that they need to talk to them before they leave because this is going to be very relevant. So you guys cover, you said Bradenton all the way down to Venice. You're expanding.
Yes.
And now you're getting another vehicle. Are you getting more employees too? You guys just going to work
we're
harder?
going to be running separately at that point.
Yeah.
When we get booked up, then that's when we'll think about maybe more employees.
Yeah, bringing someone else on board.
That is really cool that you guys can do all of that.
Yeah.
It's a long training process. So unless there was somebody that's already been in this kind of business,
Right.
Otherwise, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about the tools that you guys brought in?
Yeah, these are some of our smaller tools.
I think he's assigning you to tell about that one.
Okay, yes. All right. Basically, what we do is going from behind, we have different types of lighting so we can see into the dent, because basically when you're going in behind the metal to work it back, you're kind of going in blind. So the light is your eyes. And we have tools that range from 1 inch long to about 5 feet long. So it depends on the job, different types of tools with different angles. So we basically got a tool for all the jobs and all the dents, and this is just a few examples that we wanted to
I bet
kind of show
people
people.
are a little nervous when you walk up with these
Yes.
hook-looking things.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're
Get a
kind
few
of
questions.
they're very simple looking tools.
Yeah.
It's just
You just have to know how to use them.
knowing what to do with them. So yes.
So where can people go for more information about your company?
They can visit us at autodentsolution.com. It's our website, and we have a Facebook, Instagram, all that kinds of stuff. So.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show
Yes,
today, guys.
thank you very
Thanks
much.
And
for
stick
having us.
around because people need to talk to you before you
All
leave.
right. Thank you.
Coming up on Suncoast FYI, the Fine Arts Society of Sarasota. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. The Fine Arts Society of Sarasota strives to promote appreciation for the arts, and their upcoming event should be able to do just that. Susan Andre and Catherine Kaya join me now. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So tell me a little bit about your Creators and Collectors Self-Guided Art and Studio Tour.
Well, this tour has been in the Sarasota area now for 44 years.
Oh my goodness.
And we showcase the studios of 6 artists, and we have 13 additional artists who have their work on exhibit at our Galleria at the Diane Roskamp Exhibition Hall.
Wow.
And what's really unique about this tour is visitors get to talk to the artists about their techniques, explore their studios, and many times see the artwork that they've done through decades. You know,
So it's kind of an in-depth look.
Absolutely, absolutely. And all of the artists have been preparing for this tour for probably months. And I would like your audience to know that our organization is a 501c3 nonprofit.
Oh my goodness.
And a very substantial amount of the proceeds from the sales on this tour go to our Fine Arts Scholarship Awards that we give to students in the area.
that's so cool.
And our community outreach programs.
Oh my gosh, so you
Right.
get to go on this wonderful tour, meet the artists, learn
Absolutely.
in depth about the stuff they do, and it's all for a good cause.
Absolutely, absolutely.
better than that?
And people can start the tour at any of the tour stops. And if they go to fineartssarasota.com, they'll be able to check out the bios, see examples of the artwork, and it's just great. They'll love it.
So when and where is this amazing tour?
This wonderful tour is coming up on Friday the 13th and Saturday the 14th of March, hours 10 through 4. And it's great. You can buy your tickets online and bring your ticket to any one of those stops. They'll give you a tour book, and you're on your way.
And
It's
one
fabulous.
of the artists that you're going to have is Catherine. And so how did you get your start as a jewelry designer?
Well, I get asked that question a lot, and really when I was a senior in college at an academic school, my mom sent me a bracelet because I had, as long as I could remember, collected jewelry and loved it so much. When I got back to Dallas, where I'm originally from, after I graduated, I went and introduced myself to the jeweler who made it, and within 15 minutes of talking to him, just said, I'm taking a class. And I took a class, and I had never done anything artistic. And at the end of that, I just realized that I had a creative side that I did not know, my mom didn't know. It was strange. And right after that, I had decided, before I got a real job, to go to Europe for a year. And I bought a one-way ticket to London, backpacked, lived in London, and worked for about a year. And when I came back, my parents looked at me and were like, what are you going to do? And I said, without hesitation, I'm going to be a jeweler. And I
That is so cool when you
It
know
is.
what you're going to do.
And
That's
the
awesome.
funny thing is, I had no training, no formal training. I never took another class. That was over 25 years ago. And
So what materials and techniques do you like to use? I mean, obviously turquoise.
yeah, I love silver. That's my metal, my first choice metal. And then I put 14 karat and 18 karat gold and just a variety of gemstones, all natural, colored, and a lot of rough textured stones.
Yeah, I like that. They're very unique.
Yeah.
beautiful.
And
That's
then
really cool.
hand fabricate everything, so I do piece by piece,
Oh my
one
goodness.
at a time.
That is a lot of work.
Yeah.
And every piece, I bet, turns out just a little bit different.
It truly is one of a kind because I can try to duplicate something, but technically I can't because
Yeah.
I don't use molds or
Yeah,
anything like
wow.
that.
So it just never comes out quite the same.
It never comes out quite.
So where do you get your inspiration and design ideas from?
I love everything modern. Modern architecture, clothing, anything. And I like clean lines and just simple designs. And then the guy who cuts a bunch of my stones said all of my stones are symmetrical,
Oh, yeah?
but all of my designs are slightly asymmetrical, which I didn't know about myself either until he
Yeah.
told me that. So just anything modern all around
Yeah.
me, in my house.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, so she's one of the artists that'll be on this tour. And
Yes.
so the tour is again the 13th and the 14th. Where can people go for more tickets and information?
They can go to our website, fineartssarasota.com, and again, check it out. It's a fabulous tour. We have a great following in the area.
So
And-
how is the tour walkable or is this a drive tour?
Well, you would drive to various studios and locations, but it's very accessible to everyone.
Okay.
And we're kind of in a close proximity, and your guests should know that our Galleria is absolutely fascinating. We have 13 artists, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I was going to actually ask you, is there anything that people that are going to be on this tour should know? How should they be prepared?
Well, I think it would be great to bring cash and a credit card. There's going to be
And it all
tons.
goes for a good cause,
Oh
so.
yeah, and it all goes to a good cause. And we are a nonprofit, but everything is going to be for sale.
Yeah.
And what we're really doing is drawing in so many fascinating artists who live and work in this community, and it's great for viewers and visitors to come and see. So.
All right, well,
Yeah.
definitely go check it out. And
Yeah.
that's again the 13th and the 14th. Thanks so much for coming on the show
Thank
today,
you
guys.
for having
Thank you
us.
for having us.
And next on Suncoast FYI, the 2015 Millman Cover Jewish Film Festival. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. The 2015 Millman Cover Jewish Film Festival is coming to the Suncoast, and here to tell me more is Len Steinberg. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you very much for having me on today.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and the Jewish Federation.
Well, my name is Len Steinberg. I work for the Jewish Federation of Sarasota Manatee. We've been in Sarasota for about 56 years now.
Oh, wow.
We actually just had our anniversary last week on the 25th of February.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much. We actually had Professor Alan Dershowitz in town to talk about global anti-Semitism. We had about 1,000 people there, and it was a very, very wonderful event. People went home with some good feelings, some more knowledge on how to combat anti-Semitism. And now we're just gearing up after that wonderful, successful event. We have our 2015 Millman Cover Jewish Film Festival just around the corner.
Which sounds like it's hopefully going to be as successful as the event you just told me about there, too.
Yeah, absolutely. We are very excited. This is the 6th year that we've hosted the Jewish Film Festival in Sarasota, and I think it's going to be a tremendous success and build on what we've already done so far.
So tell me, what is the Jewish Film Festival? Let's tell people what it is.
Sure. So thanks for the question. The Jewish Film Festival is basically it's an opportunity for people in our community, Jewish or not Jewish, to have a better understanding of Jewish culture, Jewish values through the arts. And not just Jewish values and Jewish culture, but also a little in-depth look into Israeli culture as well, depending on what film we're talking about. Some of our films have a direct connection to Israel. Others are more of just a regular, crime, drama, comedy type of film. They just happen to be directed by someone who is Jewish or Israeli, and that's why they've been put into our festival. So the festival is really, it's almost a cultural awareness type of event or program.
Yeah.
And that way we bring awareness to the community. They have a better understanding of who the Jewish people are through more of an artistic approach, since, as I'm sure you know, Sarasota is such an arts-driven community
Yes,
here.
that's what when you said that, I was like, well, that's perfect for this area.
Yeah,
That will engage a lot of
absolutely.
people.
Yeah.
So why is it important to have these cultural events?
I think for something that I kind of just touched up on, to bring the awareness, to better educate the greater community here in Sarasota and Manatee, in the United States and certainly around the world, you know, kind of bringing our message and sharing it with the individuals in our community and hoping that they have a better sense of why we have such a presence in our community, why we partner with so many organizations, and just a kind of a glimpse into our life as, you know, the Jewish population is much smaller than most others.
And who you are in general.
And yeah, it kind of just shows who we are in a much different way than what people think as the religious connotation of being Jewish.
And then we're going to do it through the arts. So it's even better. We'll go back to that again. So give us some of the highlights of the festival.
So this year we've added screenings, we've added special events. The festival has grown from the 5 previous years. One of the major highlights of this year is opening night at the Hyatt Regency. We actually outgrown our own campus and had to move to the Hyatt to accommodate more guests, especially because the film on opening night is Theodore Bickel, In the Shoes of Shalom Aleichem. And Theodore Bickel himself will be in town. He'll introduce the film, and he will also do a performance and answer questions once the film has concluded. And Theo is very well known for his role in Fiddler on the Roof, and some other well-known plays and theater performances.
Which is cool. Then he has the Jewish background as well.
Exactly.
So when is that opening night, by the way? Because we haven't talked about dates yet.
Yeah,
for this film festival.
So the film festival is Sunday, March 8th, and it runs until Monday, March 16th.
Okay.
So it's about 8 days long. No screenings on Friday or Saturday. Jewish. We do observe the Sabbath. But there are 15 screenings in total with the 8 films. Another one of the highlights within those dates are we're bringing director Danny Menken, who's an Israeli actor who was here 2 or 3 years ago with his film Dolphin Boy, which was a huge hit. And so we're excited to have him again. We'll have a dessert reception concluding after the film with him there. And then the other really big highlight is a film called The Sturgeon Queens, and it's a film about an appetizer store on the Upper East Side, on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and it's become very famous, called Russ and Daughters. And we're actually shipping food in from Russ and Daughters for a brunch after the film. So we're really excited. On top of the fact we have so many other great films with, like I said, you know, comedy, crime, drama, you know, action. We got it this year.
So where can people go to get tickets and more information?
Great, thanks for asking me. There are plenty of places for you to go to find tickets. You can either call our office at 941-371-4546, or you can visit our website, which I highly recommend. It's a little bit easier, www.jfedsrq.org/JFF.
And we're going to put that at the bottom of your screen, too, to help you out with that.
There you go.
Thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you so much for everything.
And
I really
best of luck.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And stay tuned. We'll be right back on Suncoast FYI. That's our show for today, and thanks so much for joining us. If you would like to promote your business or event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you. Just call our sales department at 941-361-4223. I'm Cassie Dahl, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.